Kelvin. It's wonderful to have you on Floor Talk. Thanks for joining me.
Hi, Judy. Thank you for inviting me. It's my pleasure.
It's my pleasure. So now, Kelvin, Korea Credit Data has earned the nickname Square of Korea. Tell me about your services and the company's successes.
KCD, Korea Credit Data, is very famous for a long-term commitment for serving small businesses. Because when you compare with enterprises or individual customers, there are very limited accessibility to the business solution when it comes down to the small business operation. So what we started is providing the business management solution for the merchant and expanding into the payments, POS, and credit scoring and procurement. So it means when you are operating store in Korea, you can do almost everything for business operation through our service. So that makes our company to serve 2.2 million merchants in Korea, capturing 80% of the average stores in Korea.
Now, most of your business is in Korea, but you've attracted substantial investment from overseas. Who are your major international investors, and what global projects are you currently pursuing?
It is very rare to see the company who are serving million merchants, and it was the very first case in Korea. So although we have the Korean operation of the 90% of the revenue comes from the domestic business, international investors, including Morgan Stanley or Temasek or Pfizer, the payment company in the US, are our international investors. And what we are dealing with is we manufacture POS devices in Korea and export to 20 countries around the world. And that is the 10% of our current business, but we're expanding those businesses to upgrade and update our POS solutions to the rest of the world.
Now, tell me about your rapid revenue growth and the factors that contributed to this growth. What strategies do you have in place to sustain it moving forward?
Yeah, so basically what we are doing in Korea is become the business platform for the merchant. So it means when until we get the 80% of the market share, our revenue was very, very low. Our revenue in 3 years ago was only $6 million, but it was hyper-rocketed to the 100 million last year. That means it is 16-fold grow within 3 years. So it is only because we finalized building the platform for Korean merchants and start monetization on the platform, because million merchants are using our service on daily basis to operate their stores. So we are vertically integrating business solution for the merchant. So we started from the dashboard service and expanding into the procurement and financial engagement and POS and credit scoring and so on. That's how we are expanding our business models.
Now, Kelvin, Korea Credit Data also operates a credit bureau.
Yeah, that's correct.
Now, how did you navigate the challenges to enter into this industry?
Yeah, as you already know, the credit bureau business is very regulated, so very hard to get into. And actually in Korea, there is only 5 credit bureau license, and our subsidiary has one of 5 credit bureau license in Korea. The reason why we could get into the market is we have very unique data set that can improve the calculation of credit risk for small businesses. It was first in 17 years to obtain credit bureau license in Korea. And we were the very first credit bureau who operate solely for calculating the credit risk for the small businesses. And that is originated from our huge data set aggregated from our platform. We are aggregating from 2 million merchants in Korea, and that makes us to have deeper and newer perspective on how credit scoring should be updated.
And finally, Kelvin, can you share your recent endeavors towards obtaining a banking license?
Bank license is very regulated in Korea as well, just like the credit bureau. There is 20 banks in Korea, and out of 23 banks are internet bank. So it is a challenger bank who has no offline stores, offline bank branches. And what the Korean government recently doing is they are on their way to approve the 4th internet bank in Korea. And our perspective on the first internet bank is there should be one unique bank is in need who serves solely for small businesses and small enterprises. Because for the most of the mega bank, their priority is usually go for the retail and enterprise clients. Their priority usually not go until the small businesses. So that's where we come from, because we know very unique and deep understanding of how small businesses credit scoring should do, because we already know the credit scoring thing for the small businesses. When you're adding up the capital, it might be a good combination to start serving more in a unique way and more deeply for the small businesses.
All right. Well, Kelvin, it's been wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me on Floor Talk today.
Thank you for having me today.